You're listening to Podcast PXN,
a video game podcast,
delivering player experience news.
Let's go! What is up, guys, and welcome to Podcast PXN, episode 318. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Prindle, aka Dan is DTM on Twitter, and I am joined over Discord by the Nintendo aficionado and hardcore casual himself, Roshan Warner, at Roro.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to the great abyss. I don't know what that was for. And our resident Embark Glazer and my fellow Spartan, Gage Dempster, at Gilbo Biggins.
Reporting for duty and ready to glaze, sir.
Glaze on, soldier. And thank you to everyone watching us live and participating in the chat. Just as a reminder, we are live each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on youtube.com/@podcastpxn and twitch.tv/podcastpxn as well. The topic of the show this week, guys, is our best and worst of the Game Awards 2025. Some of us might have some good stuff. Some of us might have some bad stuff. We're going to jump right into all of that goodness here in just a minute. But a little housekeeping first. We will be having a break for the next 2 weeks after today for Christmas and New Year's. So make sure you guys spend some time with your loved ones or family, friends, whatever, and enjoy the holiday season. But when we return, we will be having Fantasy Draft 2026 happening on January 7th on our return. So make sure you look out for that. And I think Christian is joining us for that. He's gonna whip that up for 2026. All right, let's now dive into the show here. The topic of the show is the best and worst of the Game Awards 2025. But before we get there, I have our results from our predictions of last week's episode. And a lot of us got stuff wrong. We were very, very wrong. So let's just go through them here. I said Judas gets a brand new trailer plus a release window of Q2 2026. Didn't happen. Fable gets a release date for second half of 2026 with a trailer. Didn't happen. I said Control Resonant gets announced plus coming in 2027. I got half a point for that because it was announced, but it's coming next year, 2026, not 2027. So half point for that. I said gameplay trailer for OD with it releasing in 2027. Didn't happen. Kojima sat in the audience for once. State of Decay 3 gets a trailer with a 2026 release window, but I also said off the record that it would be ambiguous. It would probably not launch next year. And here we are. We didn't get anything from it, Gage. Sorry.
I'm trying to temper my anger and keep the dragon inside.
Incredible. Ro thought that we would see Wolf Among Us Season 2 trailer, which we did not see. He thought we would get a teaser for the next 3D Sonic releasing in 2026. Nope. We did not get that. Pragmata gets a trailer with a refined release date in 2026. Ro gets the full point for that one.
Oh, let's go.
It happened.
Finally.
Hell yeah. We got 1 full point on the board. Let's see if anyone can get any more. You also said Playdead's new game is here and would have a trailer. We didn't get anything from them.
Nope.
Final Fantasy VII Part 3 would get an announcement. We did not get that.
Insane. Like insane that I guessed that. I mean.
Insane that you guessed. And then Gage, you said we would get a teaser trailer for the next Xbox. We did not get that. You said something very close, but no cigar. You said Total War Star Wars game would be announced. In fact, we did get a new Total War game announced, but it was not that. It was a brand new Warhammer 40K edition of Total War. Very interesting team up there. And then you said we would get a cinematic trailer for Back 4 Blood 2 with a release window of 2027. Did not happen. You said we'd see Cory Barlog's next game. Didn't happen. And you lastly said we would get a Splinter Cell remake gameplay trailer, which also did not happen. So, with 1 point and 1 accurate prediction, Ro is our predictions champion.
Woohoo! 1 point.
Speech.
I'd like to take this time to thank my mom for always believing in me.
Oh, yeah. Incredible. And Dan takes second with half a point for half being right on one prediction. Engage fits right where,
here we go. Say it.
Right where he always fits, which is last place.
There we go. There it is.
All right. Now, let's jump into the actual topic here, which is our top 3 good and bad items from the Game Awards 2025. They can be good items, they could be bad items. Doesn't have to be all positive. I don't know what anyone has, but
okay.
We're gonna dive right into it here, though. Gage, do you wanna kick us off here?
Sure, I'd love to. I'm gonna steal one of yours, which is that Resident Evil Requiem looks absolutely fucking fantastic. Long rumored and finally confirmed that yes, it is a half and half game, and I think that this is gonna be so perfect after what feels like a long wait in between now and Resident Evil 8, even though it probably isn't. Like, it's probably not that long cadence wise, but the thing with Capcom is that it felt like they've been kind of doing like they would have 2 or 3 third person games kind of released back to back, and then you'd get one of the slow burn first person survival horrors. And it's cool that after all this time they're like, yeah, we're gonna do both in one game. You're gonna get half of a game that's gonna feel like the new Resident Evil games, and you're gonna get the other half, which is gonna be you playing as Leon roundhouse kicking people. It's very exciting. It's very, very exciting, and I think what we saw at the Game Awards looks awesome. And again, like we bring this up all the time. Mostly, I mean, maybe it's me doing all the yapping about it, but it's like the Capcom Renaissance I'm here for, and I'm happy that it seems like it's not ending anytime soon.
Absolutely. Fucking Capcom killing it. It looks so good. I'm with you on this 100%. And you can choose first or third person,
which is sick too. And I wonder, does that also count for Leon? Like, can you do the action?
So. I think so.
That would be cool. They have not. I don't think they've outright said that, but that would be kind of like, yeah, that would be sick. Doing roundhouse kicks and all that stuff, in first person might be kind of fun.
Hell yeah. Speaking of that Capcom Renaissance, I wonder if anybody has any top 3 items.
Highlights.
That's another Capcom title, Ro.
I don't actually.
You don't? Fuck! I was thinking you did. Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
I did want to mention it after Gage talked about the Capcom Renaissance, but it's not on my list.
Okay,
if we're
go ahead.
Thinking about the same one.
Go ahead and just mention it. What?
I think I know which one you're talking about actually now.
Oh.
And I forgot it was Capcom.
What?
But there are 2 Capcom games though.
Oh,
that were shown off.
Okay, which one?
It was Mega Man.
Okay, yes, that's the one I was talking
There's
about.
Mega Man.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's Pragmata, of course.
Okay, yes. Okay. So which one?
I wasn't going to bring up either.
Oh,
because I know you guys already know how much I'm excited about Pragmata.
Wow.
I want to talk about something new a bit. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What is your first one then? I'm interested.
My first one is going to be Out of Words, which is we didn't get a lot of gameplay out of it. It was just like very small near the end, but I love the art style of like the stop motion handcrafted world. It looks like a co-op adventure. So it looks really cool. I just really dig the style of it, and I'm excited to see more from it. But yeah, that's the I don't remember what studio was working on this one. I think I got it here. Kong Orange and Wired Fly. It looks like not
Yeah.
very familiar with them, but the art looks amazing. So I'm excited to see what else they got. It's coming out next year, so Switch 2 as well.
Is this the one that was giving like vibrant Coraline kind of vibes?
Yes.
Or am I just way out to lunch? Okay, all right.
No, yeah, you're right. It was definitely that vibe. Coraline. I'm forgetting the name of the studio that made it. Leica, the Leica vibes.
Right.
Yeah.
You're also way out to lunch, though, Gage. That's also true. All right. I got to try to figure out which ones Gage didn't pick, so I'm not taking this. I'm going to say, was there anything you were excited about from a galaxy far, far away, Gage?
Oh.
Or no? Was that on your list?
It was not.
Okay, I'm just checking. All right, so my first one is and these are not in any particular order. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. We finally see us going back to the Old Republic, which is very interesting to me. And the female protagonist, it appears to be in this game as well, which is pretty cool. We don't get many of those. And also coming from Casey Hudson, who was, of course, the creative lead for Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Now, that's all sounds great, but Casey hasn't made really anything in a long time, and I'm pretty sure he was the lead on Anthem, and that didn't go well. So I'm not going to say this is a slam dunk or anything. However, he was at BioWare the years that they had really good stuff coming out and worked on the Old Republic as well with BioWare. So I'm very interested to see what they do with Fate of the Old Republic. This game's still a long ways away from coming out because it seems like they just put the studio together and basically announced this game. But other than that, I'm very interested to see if they can put something together that could maybe merge the elements of like Mass Effect's RPG mechanics and mix it with some interesting lightsaber and force powers. I think that would be cool.
I'm excited about the idea of this game, which maybe is kind of what you're getting at.
Yes,
but like,
exactly.
I feel like it's way like you said with the
Way
X
too
Factor
soon.
with Casey Hudson and Anthem. Yeah, exactly. We're in the same ballpark. The best version of this game would be something to be very excited for.
Yes, yeah. All right, Gage, what is your second one?
My second highlight from the Game Awards 2025. Do I say it? Is it basic? I guess I'll say it, which is that I am incredibly intrigued. This is not that different from what we're talking about with Fate of the Old Republic. I am very intrigued by Divinity. Not even because of what we've seen in the trailer. I actually maybe have a hot take here, which is that the reveal trailer is kind of, I feel like I've seen this trailer so many times at the Game Awards, which is like, let's make a really gruesome and dark medieval spooky. Like, I feel like I've seen that so many times. So the trailer itself was fine, but the idea that Larian Studios, who from everything I've seen from Baldur's Gate 3 looks like such an impressive character, and like an RPG with so much depth to it. The idea that if the rumors are lining up, because a lot of rumors early in the year were saying that their next game is going to be like a real-time action RPG, if that lines up to be Divinity, then somebody like me who, you know, sometimes struggles with having the patience for drawn out sort of turn-based games, I'm excited to get to experience what everybody else is having fun with Larian, which is that this is a studio that has incredible writing chops, that has these really expansive narratives and proper like decision making and skill building and doing all these crazy things that you can do to kind of break the game. To have that wrapped up in a real time action sort of, if that's what they're going for, package really intrigued me. So I'm kind of excited for the project. Again, very similar to Fate of the Old Republic. I am excited for the project. I don't know that the trailer specifically did anything for me. Aside from that, again, kind of cool that we're pushing the envelope in terms of what we can do now in video games without it being risque or kind of like frowned upon. But yeah, I'm definitely, my ears are perked up for Divinity, and I'm hoping that it is, like I said, the same amount of depth of character creation and RPG and decision making, but wrapped up in like a real time action package would be kind of huge for me. So Divinity is definitely on my radar now.
Yeah, I echo that. I think I'm in the same boat. I don't get too excited about turn-based, but yeah, that would be exciting.
Right.
Ro, what's your next one?
My next one is Gang of Dragon, which is a new game by Toshihiro Nagoshi, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. But he used to work at Gotoku, the studio for Yakuza, and I really like he helped like create those games. And I haven't played a lot of them, and it's mainly because there's so many of them. And it's a series that I think I would enjoy, but it's also super intimidating to start for me personally. And I've tried like a couple of like the spin-offs and enjoyed them, but I just never stuck around with them. But so I'm excited for this because it's a new game, but it's will probably feel a lot like Yakuza. So I'm excited to like dive into that type of gameplay, that type of world, those type of characters, without like having to worry about all the games that came before it because it's a new franchise. So yeah, I was impressed by the trailer. I know it was very CG heavy, very story heavy. Didn't see a lot of gameplay, but knowing what the Yakuza games are, I can kind of expect what the gameplay is going to be, and it's like a beat 'em up action sort of style. So that's something that I would be interested in. So yeah, that's one of the games that I am looking forward to. Gang of Dragon.
Hell yeah.
This was the trailer. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ro. We're gonna try and go 2 for 2. This was the trailer with the large Chinese man that was like aura farming the entire thing.
Yes.
And it starts with him like pulling a knife out of his stomach or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
That is the one. He's a pretty famous.
He's in films, right?
Actor.
He's like a
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he's a Korean actor. I forget his name. Yeah, I don't remember his name, but yeah, he's been like in Train to Busan is what I know him from.
Okay.
But yeah,
I did see that, and actually, I think that's maybe where my subconscious is pulling that from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian saying with Ma Dong Seok. Is that his name?
Yes.
That sounds right. The first name definitely sounds right.
Okay.
Yep.
His punches are gonna go so crazy if you know anything about his movies. That's what Christian said.
Damn, I'm excited.
Very cool. I mean, yeah, to your point, Ro, having a fresh start and, in something that is something that's excited you about the game gameplay wise with Yakuza, that is very very fun to get something, from the beginning where you can experience it from the start.
Ground level, yeah.
Hell yeah. Boots on the ground. We're going back.
Boots on the ground.
All right. Let's see. The next one I'm going to say is there were 2 of these announced at the Game Awards, and I'm going to choose one of them. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis got it announced, which is a reimagining of the first Tomb Raider game, which is very exciting for me.
Hold on.
Wait, go ahead.
Hold on.
Here we go. What is it?
I want to know which ones you're excited. You're excited for the remake is called Tomb Raider Catalyst. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis is the new entry.
No.
I just wanted to confirm.
No, Legacy of Atlantis is the remake of the original.
That is true.
Okay, the article has it backwards then. Okay, you're right.
Does it really? I didn't
Yes,
realize
it does.
That's hilarious.
Yes, it does.
That's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You do. Yeah, the remake is the one that you're talking about specifically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more excited for the remake just because I'm excited for both, but I'm more excited for the remake because I never really got to play the original games. I played like bits and pieces at so I was always dropped off at my mom's friend's house as a kid growing up because I had to take the bus stop there and stuff, and they had a PlayStation and I did not. So I played like bits and pieces there, but I
Right.
never like actually played through them back then. So I'm excited to see like a reimagining of that original game that started it all. So I'm excited to go back to that. And there's fucking dinosaurs in it, guys. So that gets me in anytime I see the fucking dinosaurs. Where the fuck's Jurassic Park Survival? Who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
Who the fuck knows? No, I'm very excited for that though, and pretty cool that we're getting a entry for that game next year, and then Catalyst comes out in 2027. So, all right. Anyway, Christian's in the chat saying, "Get his ass, Dan." I'm not getting anybody's ass. All right, Gage. What is your last prediction?
Last prediction for
Or
something
fuck,
that's already
not
happened
prediction,
is
not
going
prediction.
to be.
I don't know why I said prediction, not prediction. Your last point that you wanted to talk about, good or bad.
Right. I was actually going to steal. I was going to say the same thing with the Tomb Raider thing.
Oh, fuck.
So instead, I will go ahead and say that as somebody, and I know it's on my list. Christian's probably getting those little fingies ready to start typing in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Returnal is on my list, but Soros does look fucking awesome. The vibe, the art style, again, I think we're all fans of Rahul, especially Midnight Mass. We're all Midnight Mass fans here. Yeah, this looks cool. This looks really cool. The gameplay looks tight, and I know the gameplay is very similar to Returnal, and I gotta play Returnal, but like this is something that it definitely was speaking to me as I was watching it. And I selfishly, I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, damn, this is gonna look really great on the OLED. Like, this looks like a game that's just it's gonna have a vibe to it, and yeah,
dude, his performance in that fucking trailer alone, like, he was killing it.
He's bringing some weight to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Christian says a lot more story in Soros, it looks like. Yeah. Very exciting. All right, Ro, what is your third one?
Also excited for Tomb Raider. Just want to put that out there on my list too, but I won't go on it again. But my third one is probably going to be... trying to decide between two here. I'm gonna say Control, the new Control game. I really enjoyed the first one. I love that, like the aesthetic and the mystery of that. Forgetting the name of the actual building, but of that building, and exploring that building. I found the gameplay to be pretty fun. I know there's kind of like hit or miss with some people, but I found like the combat to be pretty enjoyable, and upgrading the character was fun. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do to improve upon that, and it looks like they're doing a very good job with the art still. So at the very least, I'm gonna be impressed by the world that I'm exploring. But yeah, I loved exploring that world and finding all of like the notes and just slowly uncovering what was going on. So yeah, very excited for that Control sequel. I forgot the subtitle for it.
Resonant.
But Resonant, yes. And like the hammer that the character was using in the trailer looks really cool, because the gun in the first game was really cool too, like how it transformed and was able to shift around. I'm excited to see how they make that hammer just as unique as well.
I think Remedy's never made a bad game, at least, in my opinion. And
in your opinion,
yeah. And So like on that side of it, it looks exciting for me, or I'm excited for it. But like the only thing I wasn't crazy about is it felt very actiony in that trailer. Like it felt like very hack and slash at moments, and I hope it doesn't get too much into that because I feel like what like the original gameplay was like very different than that, and I don't know if it's a bad thing. I don't know. I guess I have to actually see more, but
yeah, maybe it'll be their take on that, and it'll feel good. You know, like you said, they don't make bad games, so
that's true.
Maybe they figured it out for the hack and slash genre too.
That's true. Christian says dual protagonist control melee and third person shooting is gonna be fun.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Christian. I know the first Control is an action adventure game. I'm saying that trailer felt like vibes of hack and slash, like fucking Ninja Gaiden at moments. And
I got that too. I got that too.
So I think it's just the extent of it, but it could have just been the trailer. So I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. What do I want to say my final one is? Actually, I'm gonna ask us about one thing after I do my final one as well. Okay, my final one, which is gonna stir up some more shit between Christian and Gage because I already had to fight my battle in the live stream. Go back and watch that.
Don't pick this as your last one.
What do you mean? This is the one. These are my three. What are you talking about?
All right, this is your three. Fair enough.
Here we go. My third one is Exodus, because for the very same reasons of Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, I'm very excited about the idea of having something very similar to Mass Effect. We're getting that a lot now, it seems like, though. So it does concern me a little bit that we're getting like all of these games that are like trying to mimic Mass Effect to the point where it might be a little bit too much. However, it does very much remind me of Mass Effect. Do I think Matthew McConaughey is good in that trailer? No, I don't think he's good in that trailer. However, from all of the story that we seemingly got from that trailer, I very much enjoyed the world, the atmosphere that they're building with that trailer. We haven't seen much gameplay at all. That trailer, if you look back at it, it has about 5 seconds of gameplay in the whole thing. And I'm talking like you're behind the character seeing the gameplay. But to me, those 5 seconds looked very much like Mass Effect in terms of gameplay. So if they deliver on all of those things, that's what makes me very excited for Exodus. And Exodus is also not coming out until 2027. So with all of that in mind, that is why I am currently optimistically excited about Exodus.
For sure. I here's a good thing, and I didn't think of this in the moment because we were so heated, but here's a good example of I think where Christian and I fall on this, and I can like relate it to something that you feel about another game where it's like if you showed somebody like rewind in time and you're showing somebody or you're with somebody and they're seeing Splitgate and they're like, oh, this looks really fucking cool. And like to your mind, you're kind of like on surface level, like if somebody says like, oh, this game's cool, it reminds me of Halo, you'd kind of be like, yeah, but they're like kind of like there's some things that they're copying. Like, I don't know. I hear what you're saying when you said it was reminding you of Mass Effect, but I think, not that I disagree with you, it's just it was also reminding me of Mass Effect, but in the negative light, where it's like the gun on the guy's back and the guns kind of looked like the Mass Effect guns. And it all looked very like surface level similar, which is where I think the negativity came from. Like I can't speak for Christian. I don't know if he feels the same way. For me, it felt like an imitation of Mass Effect as opposed to inspired by. But like you said, the game is still a ways out. It could go either way. But like that's the best way to articulate why I guess I was feeling down on it. Is not that I disagree with you that it looks like Mass Effect, but in similar to how like Splitgate, it's like, are you inspired by Halo, or are you just kind of like, you know, surface level making it obvious that like it's a kind, you know what I mean, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And we obviously interpret it differently, but that's where I was coming from. Not to say like not that I'm wanting to shit on Exodus or wanting it to fail, but it's like I haven't been convinced yet that there is enough of like a spark here that you guys are doing your own thing. I was just getting a lot of, and again, maybe they were false alarms, but like I was like, this kind of looks like it's supposed to look like Mass Effect, and that's I don't know. That was kind of my main concern, but it is still a long ways out. And if they release like a good like 6-minute gameplay trailer and they really have something there, then like I haven't written it off completely yet.
Fair enough. I think that's a fair criticism. Looking back at it, that is a totally fair criticism. Rather than someone just saying that looks like shit. That makes sense to me.
Right.
What you just said.
Right.
But what I would say is the original Splitgate, the reason why I had an issue with what the game looked like and played like is they legitimately like lifted assets like the battle rifle and the name of the battle rifle in Splitgate and Halo 4. You put those side by side, they look identical. They're both called battle rifles. Right. Like they did that all over the original Splitgate, which I did not. Right. I'm not a fan of that. And yes, maybe part of the reason why this game looks so much like, or why you have the criticism is because it looks like Mass Effect. That's totally fair. I think that's a fair point. All right. Wait a minute.
An honorable mention?
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh no! This sounds like this is connected. You say
Christian said that I said that Control 2 looks concerning and Exodus looks good. Put that in the record. Hang on. I didn't say that Control 2 looks concerning. I said that Remedy fucking always makes great games. I always enjoy Remedy games, and I said I have an issue with one piece of it. One piece of it. Let's just make sure the record's clear there. And I didn't say Exodus looks. I'm optimistic for Exodus. I think from the trailer, I think the trailer looked good.
It worked on you. The trailer worked on you.
Yes, but as we all know, trailers don't always indicate what the final game looks like. So to say that I'm saying that it looks good doesn't necessarily tell the whole story because I haven't seen the actual game yet.
For sure.
So.
If we can do honorable mentions, which I know is crazy coming from the guy that said let's lower the count of things that we're doing.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna be shameless and still suggest it anyways. I will say the Star Wars Galactic Racer is a game that I am also have on my radar, and kind of similar to what we're talking about Exodus. We didn't see a lick of gameplay, but it's the fact that this is a new studio that is headed up from veterans from Criterion who did Burnout Paradise and like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That is a formula in the pot where I could see myself walking into the kitchen and just taking a big whiff and going, I don't know how close you are to being done, but that smells good. This smells really, really good. So I do want to throw that out there. I feel like I got to mention it because I wasn't thinking of it when we were doing the show, but I just clicked on your link and was scrolling through and I was like, oh right, like all the ingredients in this meal should add up to something really good.
For sure. Ro, do you have any honorable mentions?
Orbitals was one that I liked as well. It was like another co-op game, but in like this 80s anime style.
Oh. I don't remember that.
I don't think I could really describe it any better than that. That was kind of what it was. But
oh yes, yeah. It looked like 80s hand drawn.
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I do remember that one.
And you're flying around a spaceship.
Yeah. Co-op. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
looks fun. That does look really fun.
Yep.
Yes. Excited for that.
Very cool. I have all right, here's an honorable mention that will probably come from Christian. He didn't type this in the chat, but he did say it on the show. Ace Combat 8. We're back.
Okay.
Flying in the cockpit. And then I have a negative honorable mention here because remember, we can talk good or bad.
Right.
My negative is I am very concerned. I've said this for a while. I'm very concerned about 007 First Light. And what the fuck are we doing having Lenny Kravitz as a Bond villain? What the fuck is going on there?
It's weird. It's almost the same. They're falling into the same trap that Jeff Keighley falls into, which is like, for non-gamers, that's probably really cool, but they're not going to play 007 First Light. So who is the Lenny Kravitz casting for? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't... it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't think gamers care about Bunny Rabbits at all. Like, my mom and my grandma would think that that's really cool, but they're not buying this game. So I don't know. Yeah, that was a strange... I'm still not turned off from the gameplay. I will happily be alone on the island, and that I think I'm still kind of hyped for it, but this certainly didn't help. I will say that.
Right. All right, the final question I would like to ask everyone, including myself, is what are our thoughts of High Guard ending the show?
I don't know if we talked about this specifically on air. I know that I have talked about it with coworkers since the Game Awards aired, which is that I feel like Jeff Keighley fell into a boomer trap of like, I got to play something before other people did, so therefore it's exciting, and not realizing that, like, no, the actual product itself isn't exciting. Your personal experience with it is exciting, and that's why maybe he thought it was worth being... Like, to cut through all of that and give you a simple answer, this should not have been... This maybe should have opened the show, if that. If not shown during one of the ad breaks that we don't know is an ad break. Like, this absolutely should not have ended the show in any sense. Fate of the Old Republic, Resident Evil Requiem would have... Like, a lot of people saying Fate, that's an easy one, but even Requiem would have been a great capper. Like, this should have been far away from the last reveal of the show.
I think with Fate of the Old Republic, he was worried about it leaking. I think that's why he started the show with that, which makes sense.
Right.
Because, that happens a lot. But, yeah, High Guard as the finale, I think we said it live on the air. I was like, before they showed the release date, I was like, I really hope this game's not out next year, because this game needs a lot of polish. Like, a lot of the animations...
It comes out in the first month of next year.
Right. A lot of the animations looked rough. Like, I was like, this does not look...
The textures
exciting.
are so flat. There's almost no lighting in the game too. Like, if you go back and watch, like, everything is just flat plastic, like, sort of like it really does not look good.
Yeah.
It really does not look like, if we don't want to mince words, and like it's just not looking good at all.
Ro, did you want to see Mega Man last instead of this, or were you excited for High Guard?
Honestly, I think Mega Man would have even hit better for some people. I know it's like it's not like as big as it used to be,
right?
But I feel like Mega Man coming back is bigger news than this ending the show, in my opinion. But yeah, I agree with you guys. It's to end the show on a genre that is so hit or miss with people, and there's just so many of them right now that it doesn't feel to me special enough to end a show with. It's like, oh, another hero shooter, another first person shooter, like it wasn't unique enough for me to be the showstopper or the show ender, I guess. And I know it's like the team behind like Apex Legends and Titanfall and that, but that almost makes it worse in my opinion, because it's like,
absolutely,
oh man, they could have been working on a game that could have been like Titanfall, and that would have been so much cooler. But yeah.
Right, from the studio that made really innovative, fast-moving movement mechanic first-person shooters comes a very slow-paced hero shooter. Like it almost, like I'm totally with you, Ro. Like, it would have been better for you guys to not say that you worked on games that, to the first impression, look a lot more impressive than this one.
Well, and you hit the nail on the head, bro, when you said that there's so many of these out there right now. Like, there's so many live service FPS hero shooter-esque things on the market. And like, Jeff led into this announcement saying like, this is something special and something great. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Which to bring it back to Gage's point might be true, but like for us, we just don't know that. Like, maybe Jeff has played it, like Gage was saying, and it is this amazing thing, but it just doesn't land for the general audience. And if it was placed anywhere else, I feel like we might have felt differently about it.
Right.
I don't know what it is about it being. I don't know. There's a lot of expectations when you're closing out the show or starting off the show that like it's that have been set up by Jeff that we're kind of expecting like something a little bit more.
For sure. Christian said a free-to-play derivative shooter from a new studio is hardly exciting in the middle of the show, let alone the end. Yeah, I totally agree.
Right.
I think if this
Right.
was in the middle of the show, nobody would have been talking about it. It would have been there and gone.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the strat, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
at least people are talking about it. I don't know.
Right.
But damn.
Did they pay Jeff to be at the end of the show? They paid him $10 million.
Rigged Game Awards? No,
Yeah.
I mean my real headcanon is that they were probably super nice to him when he visited the studio and made a personal impression on Jeff, and then Jeff thought that would translate to other people seeing that. But it's like, no, that was just a cool personal experience you had with the team. And again, to Rose's point, maybe they did. Maybe there's an end game that we didn't see, that he got the prototype. But like, my gut is telling me that he just had a really good personal experience with the studio there and wanted to do them a solid. But it just didn't track to general audiences. It just doesn't work.
Agreed. All right, gents. That is our Game Awards recap. We made it through it. We did it.
See that, Jeff? You can get through things in under 4 hours.
Yeah. All right. I have one item here for our PXN news of the week. Back-to-back Game of the Year winners have reportedly used AI to build their games. This came from Gene Park posted this, but a lot of people were talking about this on Twitter. I'm reading from his post. He said Expedition 33 team had freely admitted using AI and just won the most awards ever in the Game Awards history. Of course, yes. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 won a ridiculous 10 awards, I believe, right?
I think it's been corrected to 9. I was saying 10 too.
Oh.
But I'm seeing 9 now. I don't know.
Okay, either way, it's a lot. All right, so we have a statement here from them specifically. They said, we use some AI, but not much. Francois Mirise. I fucked up his name. That's my best attempt there. Producer of Claire Obscure tells El País via video conference, the key is that we were very clear about what we wanted to do and what to invest in. And of course, technology has allowed us to do things that were unthinkable just a short time ago, explains Mirus. Unreal Engine 5's tools and assets have been very important in improving the graphics, gameplay, and cinematics. And this also comes off of us finding out that the Larian CEO, of course, Larian made Baldur's Gate 3, which won Game of the Year last year. Larian CEO confirms that the studio is using generative AI to explore ideas and flesh out PowerPoint presentations, develop concept art, and write placeholder text. He says there won't be any AI-generated content in Divinity. Everything is human actors. We're writing everything ourselves. So a lot of talk about these top games winning Game of the Year back to back and utilizing a lot of, or not a lot, but utilizing AI, which obviously has its issues. Especially in this case, I feel like it's a little bit like PowerPoint presentations or exploring ideas, sure, but like developing concept art, why can't we just pay an artist to develop concept art?
Right. I think I brought this up a few. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I brought this up a few weeks ago, and it's not a thought that I like to have, but like I'm pretty sure I said exactly this too, but I'll say it again. It's like a part of me is starting to worry that like taking the anti-AI stance is a little bit like taking the anti-car stance in 1908. Like, is this something that is just coming no matter what, and there's not really a whole lot we can do, especially in the art thing? Like, again, I don't like saying that. Every fiber of my being wants to throw up when I say that, but like, is concept art like just going to be AI in like 3 years from now, and this is just a reality of the world that we're heading towards? I don't know, but like, if we're seeing like it was really easy for everyone to kind of like dogpile on like Arc Raiders when it was them, but like I am curious to see like, okay, are people going to be strong in their convictions now that it's like these sort of auteur studios that are using AI, or like when is it gonna? Even a few weeks ago, like this might be a couple months ago now, time dilation is crazy. But like Kojima was talking about, like, yeah, we're planning on using AI in our workflow as well. Like, at what point do all of these famous, like, well-respected auteurs start using AI? Does the mood shift amongst people? I don't know.
Yeah, that I don't know. I would hope that people that call themselves that wouldn't, but like you said, they did or in this situation already.
They are,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, they are. But yeah, it's upsetting, and I think it all gets kind of uh blended together where like I am I am anti-generative AI, but like there's good things that could be used for that AI could be used for, and it's not generative AI, it's something completely different. Um, but yeah, it's sad to see and how much is being shoved down our throats for people who don't want to use it, just not having the choice to not use it. Like it's in almost everything that we use on the internet now. And I don't know about you guys, but every time I go on YouTube, I get like an AI ad for like Gemini or something,
Yep.
and it is the
Right.
most slop stuff. And I look at this like, how is this selling? How are people looking at this and like, yeah, I wanna make that too. And I block it, but there's always a new one. They always got a new one. And no matter how many
Yeah.
times I block the Gemini ad, there's a new Gemini ad to replace the Gemini ad that was used. They used AI to create, which is it's just like
And they
it's
probably use
endless.
AI to monitor that you've
Exactly.
blocked the first AI ad and then create a new AI. Like, it's just
I can't get away. I can't escape.
you really can't.
Oh man, but yeah, to your point, like how long can the people in these studios escape it too? Like, is it just inevitable? And that is exactly what they want us to think. Maybe it is inevitable, but I have not given up yet. I will be against it as long as I can, as long as I can hold.
Right.
Yeah, I completely agree with you guys. I think we're at the point where I think it's inevitably going to be around. It's just a matter of
Mm.
how much these teams are going to use it, and I'm hoping it's going to be more so just a tool for people to experiment or to, test things without having to build everything out. Like maybe that saves like development time, but like you still have the people there to, actually make your concept art and actually make all of these things that go into making a game. If they want to experiment with things on the side, and say, I wonder what this would look like just real quick. Okay, that's what that would look like. We're not doing that. Like, let's do something else. And then you hire your fucking, or not hire, you already have concept artists, you have them start building out your game. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely, I don't know.
I hear you. I want that, but like what you're describing is just like the act of like creating concept art. And I think what's going to happen is like maybe we'll have a couple years where the really good, like we'll say quote unquote the good-hearted like studio leads that, they'll do a year or two of having both, but then at a certain point they're going to be like, we're doing concept art to then say we like this and then remake it with real people. Let's just do concept art. I feel like is so high on like the chopping block in terms of AI. Like that's going to be one of the first things to get chopped. I could like it's and it, not saying that I like that, but like if studios embrace AI or even are being instructed to, in the case of say like a studio owned by Microsoft, like concept art is what AI is coming for 100%. For the exact reason you said, like let's just experiment and see what this looks like. I can just type a couple of keywords into a computer and it'll spit something out.
Right.
Yeah, and eventually they won't need them. They're just the people who aren't even doing the art part will do the art part, and you'll just need
Right.
less people in the department. So because they'll have the AI just do it for them. It's just just a matter of time, unfortunately.
Having people that are, to your point, Rashan, having people that are not artistic in charge of the art part is kind of terrifying.
Kind of terrifying. Yeah, we need some regulations, some laws. That would be nice.
That would be great.
Oh man, that would be great. Yeah.
Christian said concept artists are pissed that there's an avenue closing for work, and using Gen AI for research sucks. Which that is a fair point what you were saying, Gage. I was just kind of thinking like maybe they do it for like experimental things and then they hand it off. But yeah, you're right. It's basically still, I mean, you're still just basically coming up with concepts. So yeah, it's really difficult to try to think of ways to use AI in a positive way that doesn't have to do with like PowerPoint presentations and that kind of shit. But I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe they just need to have an AI do all their marketing for them. That was a joke.
Hold on, you said that as a joke, but no, you said it as a joke, but hold on. Like, if we want to, like, we're talking about, development costs ballooning out of control, and then if you, like, we all know this, but, like, close to half of a video game's budget is spent on marketing. Like, you know what? If I have to have AI in the equation and I have to have it somewhere, then sure, give me the shitty Coca-Cola ads for video games and put all of that money towards like development for like real people. Sure, if we have to have it somewhere. But unfortunately, what we're going to get is like AI concept art, AI writing, AI voice acting, and AI trailers. Here you go. Here's Call of Duty 28. Like, okay, all right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, thanks AI. That's why RAM's so expensive right now. Thanks AI.
SSDs are next, dude. I'm gonna have to buy one soon because that's the next on the chopping block.
I hope not. I hope not. All right, let's move into the quick bites here, guys. South of Midnight is officially coming to PS5 and Switch 2 coming spring 2026. Compulsion Games announced. We also...
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Also, just to add on to this, I don't think we have it in the quick bites. Dispatch is apparently coming to the Switch as well. Dispatch.
That's sick.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely will do well on there. Is it Switch and Switch 2 or just Switch 2?
I think it is both, surprisingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick. That's cool. id Software is officially unionizing 165 workers. Of course, the studio behind Doom and the Quake franchises has elected to unionize with the Communications Workers of America and yet another wall-to-wall developer union within Microsoft. From IGN. I wanted to go in depth on this, but I just did not have the time to watch this vidoc, unfortunately. So I don't know a ton about the vidoc, but we'll read from Shinobi here. Marathon is officially launching in March 2026. We also got a full vidoc announcing the release date as well as going over some of the changes from the last time we saw this game. So some of the info here from Shinobi, it is $39.99 announced, so same price as Arc Raiders. It does have solo play and solo queue. They're doubling down on dark, gritty, and grounded sci-fi worlds, and they have improved visuals and deeper environmental storytelling since the alpha or test, whatever. Dead runners are also going to drop as corpses that decay over time. There are 4 zones at launch, which are maps, which are Perimeter, Dire Marsh, and Outpost, as well as the Cryo Archive, which is on board the UESC Marathon, which is, of course, the ship. And it is an endgame challenge, which is interesting. A little bit of a twist there. Kind of, it almost seems like they're merging like Destiny with Marathon there with like a endgame thing. Interesting. Weapons and mods, including the ways to customize your gun in unique ways, like turning the battery SMG into the Needler. Interesting. And also faction jobs, upgrade trees, capstone rewards, and more have been announced. So go check out the vidoc if you want to see more from Marathon. I will definitely watch this at some point this week. I just haven't had a chance to. I've been on a Stranger Things binge run. All right. Expedition 33 sales have spiked after the Game Awards. It sold an extra 200,000 copies since the Game Awards. 76% of that is on Steam, 21% on PS5, and 3% on Xbox. Around 52,000 Xbox players accessed Expedition 33 via Game Pass for the first time as well. So definitely getting a massive boost there from the Game Awards from them winning. That's pretty cool.
And they also did that DLC little update, I think.
Right.
Okay.
Free
Oh, you're
update.
right. Yeah, they had different skins and stuff, right? That they showed.
I think so.
Speaking of quick bite.
Quick bite.
Speaking of thank you DLCs, everybody who plays Arc Raiders, Dan, you,
That's true.
Christian watching at home, they gave everybody. I found this. Yes, I found this out today when I was playing. They gave everybody 1,000 premium credits for thank you for the holidays type thing. So
Nice.
if you play Arc Raiders, sign in and get your free credits.
Huge. I wish I just had something that I could buy.
I can't wait for when you guys start cooking skins and then we can actually spend these credits.
Christian says another quick bite. Avatar is in the Fortnite shop. There you go. Get your avatar on.
Which
before-
avatar?
I would imagine it ties in with the new movie coming out on Friday. I would imagine, but I don't know. Okay. The free event skin is good, he says also. All right, the last quick bite here. Larian has announced that Divinity, I don't know why I almost fucking said that completely wrong. Divinity Original Sim 2 is now natively available on Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox Series S and X, and PS5. You can upgrade for free or begin your adventure today. Boom. That's it. That's our quick bites. And lastly here, fantasy draft check-in. This will be our final fantasy draft check-in for the year 2025 because we have a winner, and despite me having one game, I could not find the last game to draft, so I left it. Okay, so in last place, let's just start from last. Let's just start from last here. But there has been a development. Wait a minute. Hang on.
Oh,
what
no.
happened? What happened? What the fuck? Oh, no.
What happened?
So Skate Story
Oh no!
gave Row minus 14 points.
It went up.
Oh, no. So Gage has gained 14 points for Skate Story. Row has lost 14 points, which means...
Go ahead, Rose. Go ahead, Dan. Start from last.
Well, hang on. Let's get through it here. Hang on. So yeah, that was a recent addition. I have kept Judas on my team, despite me last week petitioning and getting it approval and everything. I could not find a single game to pick up last week. I was gonna pick up that Terminator game, but I was too late. I should have asked Christian 2 weeks ago when I first talked to Ro, and I forgot, because then I could have picked up that Terminator game. I don't even know what maybe that Terminator game sucked. I don't know, but anyways. All right, so last place. We will start with last place. And for the first time ever, Gage did not get last place in Fantasy Critic with 154 fantasy points. Roshan Warner's Row Your Boat Games is in last place.
How did this happen? How did this happen?
It must have been a Skate Story. Uh-oh, Christian.
What? Yes?
No way. No way.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That's a bronze medal, baby. That's a bronze medal, baby.
Wow.
Bronze looks good on you.
Thank you, King.
Oh my god. Can Christian go into the back end and change the points
He might. Maybe
I
he
got
does.
you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe-
Go ahead. Pull
I
it,
got
Dan. Go pull it, Dan,
Oh
and
my
plead and
gosh.
beg and cry.
Here we go. I didn't even use it. After I pleaded and begged. All right.
It's okay.
Third place. That means the bronze medal goes to Gage Dempster. Okie Dokie Inc. got 160 Fantasy Critic points. The most Gage has ever came close to getting. Actually, it might be the most that he had in his first 3 years combined.
Stop.
So, I mean, I'm just saying.
Dan, that's awesome.
All right. Then second place, we have Dan is DTM, of course, me. Halo is Unreal is the team name. We got 117. What am I saying? 172 points, not 117. 172 points. I'll take my silver medal for the second year in a row. And that must mean that Christian Macias has gotten first place. Rose Devil is his publisher name, and they got 229 points. He got 57 more points than me. That's insane. Going from first to second. You're on a run now, Christian. There's only one thing I have to do now, and that's to stop the run, because we both have won 2 now.
I'll stop both of your runs.
You'll stop both. Oh, Christian left after I said that. He was so shocked that I said I was going to beat him. Incredible. Oh, his connection dropped.
Oh,
So that is our fantasy critic. Second year in a row, Christian
God.
Macias. I can't believe that, Ro.
I gotta.
The last minute, Ro.
I know.
I call that a comeback
What if-
story.
What if I, in the last couple of weeks, start my own firm and review the game?
Oh.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Let him cook.
And raise my points back up?
You give him a 0 out of 10.
You'd have to start like 4 or
Give
5
me-
firms and get them and give Skate Story like the lowest score possible.
Oh, man.
This
It's
game
too
doesn't
late for
even
me.
function. It's 0. All right. Congratulations to everyone.
I guess I'm eating the hot wings now.
Oh.
Oh, no.
And I have the hot sauces readily available.
I
and
just
can
realized-
deliver them to you. You're not getting out of it.
When you said that, I just remembered we never gave Christian his controller. I completely forgot about that. Whoops.
Oh, man.
2026. Here it comes.
2026.
Christian says we have to think of Ro's punishment. Make him eat pancakes.
I like that idea better.
Oh, he likes it better.
Oh
we
my
don't
God.
want to do that then.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. No, absolutely not. That you just took pancakes off the table by saying that you're
God.
positive about pancakes.
Although
God
to
damn it.
be fair, we need to think about his health as well, and
That's true.
Dan, you did
That's
it.
true.
If you can do it, Ro can do it.
his health.
Oh yeah, you wait. Fair enough.
My-
Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
This might actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I might not
Fuck.
actually be able to.
Yeah, Gage is like fucking murder him. What are we talking about here?
Oh,
Just
man.
wanting to dish out the pain that I had to go through.
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh. Oh, we can make Gage, or we can make Gage. We can make Ro's girlfriend do it. We can make her eat the hot
Oh
wings.
my
Guilty by
God.
association.
By
Dan, I like your
Oh
style.
my God.
I like
That's
your
torture.
style.
You have to
Oh my
deliver
God.
that news to her, Ro.
You're gonna have to eat these hot wings on my behalf.
Yeah, I have
She
brought
does like
shame.
spice though, so it might not be a punishment.
Oh well, shit.
Oh man.
Damn.
Or we'll think of something.
Okay. Gage has to resub in for Ro. Christian said.
That's crazy.
Ugh.
Even when he wins, he loses.
Yeah. All right.
I'll
and-
think on that. I might actually do that. I'd take the bullet for Ro.
Oh my god. I almost died when you gave me a little bit of that sauce. I almost died that day.
I ate 4 of those that day, Dan. When we did my punishment, I ate 4 of those.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. All right, what you got for me? Damn, what you got for me? Real quick, I've just been playing Arc Raiders still. I promise I'll get to Outer Worlds too. I plan on getting there before the Game of the Year edition of PXN. Stranger Things has taken over my life at the moment, so really it's been Stranger Things. But Arc Raiders is what I put on here, and I have a real love-hate relationship with Arc Raiders at the moment. There's days that I fucking hate it, and there's days that I enjoy it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much longer my brain can take this game or my mental state. All right, Ro, what you got for me?
I've been playing more Digimon Time Stranger. That's kind of it. Been playing some Kirby Air Ride on the side every now and again. They're doing another event starting tomorrow, actually, where there's they do city trial events, and based on how you do, you get rewards like stickers and hats and stuff like that. So I always try to do them to get like the extra cosmetic stuff. So yeah, that's really what I've been playing so far. Just keep going in Digimon Time Stranger, trying to beat it eventually. It is a long game, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. That's it.
Hell yeah. Gage?
Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders, and exactly what you said, which is that I love it and I hate it, and that's the extraction genre. But I feel like I still mostly love it. I really do love it a lot.
That was a quick turn. Glenn said, well, I mean, he didn't win, guys. I mean, technically, he is the next closest to last, referring to Gage. That's a good point. That's a good point. Ro can't do it medically, so you're the next one in line, Gage.
Okay, watch me do it and tank it because I'm a man and I will. I'll stop. I'll take on. You know what? I'll think about it.
Oh my. All right. Tight 1 hour indeed. Thank you to everyone joining us live on YouTube and Twitch, as well as podcast services everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts. Thank you, Ro. Thank you, Gage. Thank you, Christian, for quickly jumping in there. I am Daniel, and this has been Podcast PXN, and we are out. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, much love, and keep on gaming.
Yeah.
Adios.